You wake up starving. 600 pounds of muscle, 4-inch fangs, and a stomach that's been empty for 3 days. You're a tiger now, a wild Bengal tiger, somewhere in the tall grass of an Indian jungle. And here's the deal, by tonight, you either make a kill or you don't survive the week. So let's run your first 24 hours, hour by hour, and I promise you it's nothing like what you think being king of the jungle feels like. First, let's talk about the body you're driving today, because it's ridiculous. You weigh as much as 3 grown men. Your canine teeth are longer than your human fingers, up to 4 inches. When you swipe a paw, you're throwing enough force to break a buffalo's spine. Your eyes. At night, you see about 6 times better than a human. Pitch black jungle to everyone else is basically dusk to you. Your ears swivel around independently to pin down a sound you can't even see. And your paws have these soft pads that make you completely eerily silent. You can walk right up behind something and it'll never hear you coming. And those stripes. Every single tiger's pattern is unique, like a fingerprint. Here's the part that messes people up. The stripes aren't just on the fur. Shave a tiger and the skin underneath is striped too. It's printed all the way through you. So you're basically a furniture-sized assassin with night vision. Sounds unstoppable, right? Yeah, about that. Because dawn is your hour. You're not really a creature of the deep night or the bright midday. You hunt the in-between, the soft light of early morning when the deer come out to feed and can't quite see you. And there they are, a small herd of chital, spotted deer, maybe 100 feet out, heads down, grazing. So you drop, low, belly almost on the ground, and you start the part nobody tells you about, the wait. You don't sprint, you creep. Inch by inch, one silent paw at a time, freezing every time a head comes up. This goes on for 20 minutes. Your muscles are screaming. You're closing the gap. 80 feet, 60, 40. Now, you launch. 40 miles an hour in a heartbeat, grass tearing past you, and the deer scatter like you fired a gun. Your prey jukes left, you grab nothing but air, and 3 seconds later, it's over. They're gone. You're standing there, lungs heaving, with absolutely nothing. And here's the brutal truth about being a tiger. That's normal. Roughly 9 out of every 10 hunts end exactly like this, in failure. You are the most feared predator in this forest, and you miss far more than you hit. So now you've burned precious energy on an empty stomach, and the sun is climbing, which means it's time to do the thing tigers are secretly the absolute best at. Sleeping. I'm serious. A tiger sleeps somewhere between 16 and 20 hours a day. You spend most of your life unconscious. So as the heat builds, you find a shaded spot, maybe wade into a stream and just lie down in the cool water, because unlike almost every other big cat, you love water. You're a strong swimmer. You'll happily cross a river. And while you're lying here, let's talk about where here actually is, because this isn't just a patch of jungle, this is your kingdom. Your territory can stretch 60 to 100 square kilometers, and you patrol it constantly, sometimes covering 20 miles in a single night. You don't share it. You mark the borders, spraying scent on trees, raking your claws down the bark, leaving messages that tell any other tiger exactly who you are, how big you are, and that they are trespassing. And your loudest message? Your roar. It can be heard up to 2 miles away through dense forest. It's not random noise. It's you telling the whole valley this land is taken. Which would be a lovely, peaceful arrangement, except somebody isn't listening. You smell it before you see anything. A scent mark on a tree at the edge of your range, fresh, another male, inside your borders. Then you hear it, a roar that answers yours, a challenge. Now your whole body changes, your ears flatten back, and on the back of each ear there's a bright white spot, almost like a fake eye. When you pin your ears in anger, those spots flash like warning lights to the other tiger. It's a signal, I see you and I'm ready. Here's the thing you have to understand. You don't actually want this fight. Tigers are loners, but a real brawl between 2 600-pound males can leave you with deep wounds, infected gashes, a torn paw, and an injured tiger can't hunt. And a tiger that can't hunt starves. So this rival isn't just a rival, he's a threat to your entire survival. So you make yourself enormous, you roar back, low and grinding, you hold your ground. And this time, he backs down, he turns, he melts back into the trees. You win without a single scratch, the border holds. But your stomach is still empty, and you've just burned even more energy you didn't have. So let's check your day. You've missed your morning hunt, you've faced down a rival, you've been awake, hungry, for what feels like forever, and the light is starting to go gold again. Dusk, your second window. Maybe your last good one for a while. This is the moment everything you are was built for, so let's get it right. A sandbar, big, way bigger than this morning's deer, maybe 500 pounds of meat standing at the water's edge. Risky, but you're out of cheap options. So you do it all again. The drop, the creep, the silence. Only this time, the wind is in your favor, the light is dying, and you've got cover. 40 feet, 30. You explode out of the grass. This time you connect. You hit it with everything, drag it down with your forelegs, and clamp your jaws over its throat. Not to tear, to hold, to close off the air. You weigh it down, and you wait, and in about 90 seconds, it's over. Clean. Quiet. And now, finally, you eat. And a tiger does not eat politely. In a single sitting, you can put away up to 75 pounds of meat. That's like one person eating 300 burgers in one night. You gorge because you have no idea when the next meal comes, and after a kill like this, you might not need to hunt again for days. You'll even drag what's left into thick brush, hide it, and come back tomorrow. For the first time all day, you're not starving. You're a tiger that ate, and in this forest, that's a genuine victory. So you made it, right? You won the day. Not so fast. Because there's one threat in this jungle your fangs and your night vision can't do anything about. 100 years ago, there were around 100,000 wild tigers roaming Asia. Today, around 5,500. You are one of maybe 5,500 left on the entire planet. You've lost something like 95% of the land your kind used to roam. Cut down, farmed, fenced, built over. Your kingdom isn't just guarded against rival tigers anymore. It's shrinking under your paws. And the most dangerous thing in your forest doesn't have claws. It's poaching, and people, and the slow disappearance of the wild places you need to exist. So tonight, full for the first time in days, you walk your border in the dark. Silent, striped, watching. A perfect predator, and one of the last of your kind. That's the part of the POV nobody puts in the thumbnail. So, that was your 24 hours as a tiger. You slept most of it, you hunted twice and failed once. You stared down a rival, you crushed a kill, you ate like a king, and you went to sleep as one of the rarest big animals on Earth. Powerful, solitary, hungry more often than not, and running out of room. If you'd survive a day as a tiger, hit subscribe. Because next, I want to drop you into the body of something even more extreme, and you're going to want to be here for it. Tap the video on screen and let's see if you make it out. I'll see you in there.